Hello Lymanshires, so I did go watch Black Swan like I said I would do in my last video, and a lot of you wanted to have my opinion on it, but before I get into the spoilerific section of this video, I thought I would give you a few announcements so that your clicking on this video wouldn't be in vain if you don't want to know about what goes on in Black Swan. In my last video I mentioned that I wanted to lucid dream, and I had my first successful lucid dream last night. One of the things that you're supposed to do when you want to learn how to lucid dream is to get in the habit of doing reality checks so that you'll do them in your dreams, and the first thing that I always do when I'm doing reality checks is to look at my hands, because in your dreams you'll apparently have more than 10 fingers, and I looked at my hands in my dream and I had like 13 fingers or something, and I got so excited that I realized that it was a dream that I actually almost woke up. But after that I did make a car fly, and I used a Dragon Ball Z power orb thing to exorcise somebody who was possessed. It was interesting and fun. Also, for the next edition of Steve's Got Cool Shoes, which is apparently going to become a segment or something, I don't really know. I got teacher shoes because I'm student teaching. The thing about these is that, like, yes, they look nice, but they are so ridiculously comfy. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about those, because the bulk of this video is going to be talking about Black Swan, so if you're not interested in spoilers, you should stop watching the video now. Anyway, so first of all, the story of Black Swan I thought was really compelling, because there are a lot of people who try to portray life in the arts as something that it's not, and I think that this was a really interesting portrayal of kind of the inside of an artist's head, because I can actually relate a lot to having a role just kind of consume you. Obviously for me it's not a role in that sense, but I've had a lot of really bad influences in my life telling me practice, 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 focus, 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 and it sucks away everything about you. You guys may actually remember back in March when I just stopped making videos altogether because I really didn't have anything happy to say, and it's a result of stuff like that. I mean, obviously I didn't jump off a cliff and kill myself, but it was equally destructive, I guess. One of the comments on my last video said that the music of this movie was good, but it was no John Williams, and I have my moments with John Williams, but I guess this comment was actually kind of true, because one of the things that I like about John Williams is his use of leitmotif and leitmotivic transformation, which is essentially the idea that a tune is related to a character or an action or something, and it changes throughout the movie as the meaning or the progress of this character or action changes. So some of you may remember from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, which was scored by John Williams, there's a tune that happens when the wizards are dueling for the first time. Now you may recognize that the initial part of this tune, boom, boom, ba ba boom, 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 is actually very similar to Hedwig's theme, and I have a feeling that that is not a mistake, because it's establishing that Harry is dueling with Malfoy. And then this tune comes back throughout the movie anytime that there's a battle of wits, because it's established in the dueling scene that it's a battle of wits. Now what I'm getting at is that Black Swan doesn't really do this. It uses the music of Tchaikovsky when she's dancing in the ballet, but then the rest of the music is just kind of ambient. And I think that this character being so engulfed in the music of Tchaikovsky would have more of the Tchaikovsky music happening in her daily life. For example, when Nina goes to the bar with Lily, there are 4 people there, which could easily be represented by the pas de quatre from Swan Lake. And I think that that music would be appropriate for that situation anyway, because it's kind of like mysterious, mischievous. Also, they could just use the music of the transformation when she turns from the princess into the swan, because she's essentially transforming into the Black Swan during that scene. In addition, there's a tune that comes back in Swan Lake over and over and over and over again, da 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 ya da 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 dum, which could easily represent Nina. Like seriously, that could just be her tune, and anytime something happens, that tune needs to change to represent that. But Clint Mansell didn't take that tune anywhere. He just played like one chord over and over and over again in all the songs, and it really irritated me. What really bothered me was that it was obvious what was Tchaikovsky and what was Clint Mansell, and I think that because this character was so engulfed in Tchaikovsky, it should have all sounded more like Tchaikovsky or kind of developed from the Tchaikovsky instead of being separate scene music. In any case, it's a good movie. You should definitely watch it if you haven't and you just wanted to hear my opinion of it, and if you have watched it, I want to hear your opinion of it, because I didn't really have much to talk about story-wise because I'm not like a big movie person. But I'll see you next time, probably with footage of this amazing New Year's thing that's gonna happen if I remember to film, because YouTubers are always bad at filming when they get together. But we'll just see how that goes when it happens. Bye!